good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you are joining us from in the world. It's so nice to be with you. I'm Charlene. Thank you for joining us, both here on Insight Timer as well as on YouTube. Drop a comment on both platforms. Tell me your name, where you're joining us from today. I'd love to say hello. The bulls are already saying, good morning. They're waking up. It's funny, we've been recording a lot of more world music in the studio recently, and the the bulls are really jiving towards these sort of very world type of scales, so it's funny to listen to them right now. I love it. Funny in a beautiful, brilliant way. Today is a wonderful day. We are going to be doing exactly what the bulls are doing, waking up, connecting with our sunrise, what that feels like in the body, what it feels like in the system, and how we can best awaken our soul in new and more meaningful ways. So I'm so glad you're here. Good morning, Violet. How are you? Violet joins us from New York. Geraldine, yes, a very good night to you as well. Geraldine's in Western Australia. So she has hopefully had a tremendously fantastic day already, something us on the other side of the world can look forward to. We on the other side of the world. Sherry, good morning. Hello, hello. So glad you're here. Monique from Long Beach, hello. Good morning, Lori, Madison, Wisconsin. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. Sonia, hello, everyone. Sending love from Germany. We send love straight back at you. I hope you've had a wonderful day thus far. Arlie, good morning from Ontario, Canada. Interesting. Oh, interesting things happening over here. And the bowl's moving. It's literally levitating. Look at that. All right, this is going to be fun today, guys. Whoa! Jennifer from Virginia Beach. Hello. How are you, my friend? Sherry, you're in Central Illinois. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Yes, we are glad you are back too. Sonia, I love your hearts. If this is your first time here, first of all, welcome. Second of all, our community and me, we love emojis, so have at it. Kristen, good morning from Pine, Colorado. How are you, Kristen? I hope all is well. Dominique, Southern California, nice to see you. Lori, you're doing well. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, City John. What's up, my friend? Peace and abundant rising. To everyone, including Jeremy. City, she joins us. Dawn joins us. City John. Dawn, John. Good grief. Joins us from Philadelphia. We're so glad to see you. Oh, my goodness. Well, so if this is indeed your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. So in front of you are 19 chromatically tuned quartz crystal singing bowls. And they're chromatic. Think about the white keys and the black keys on a piano keyboard moving up one octave. We have the full octave plus a few more above, and of course, our bass friends below as well. Now, what makes this set of bowls unique is that we actually have introduced the element of what's called chromaticism. Chromaticism comes from the Greek word chroma, or color. So if we were to think of the repeating patterns on a piano, all of those white keys, there's 7 white keys and 5 black keys. That pattern repeats, moving up or down the piano keyboard. It's a visual representation of this musical understanding of 12 musical notes and how they work together. So most crystal singing bowls that you'll find, they're either freely tuned, so they're not tuned into a standardized form that could then easily and consistently be applied into traditional music, popular music, classical music, jazz, any kind of music like that. Tuning is key here. So these bowls are specifically tuned, but the intervals, so these connections are very consistent, which means I can play with a pianist, I can play with a xylophone player, I can play with a harpist, I can play with a Latin trio, matters not. The bass tunings for these bowls is 432 hertz, which is a little bit lower than traditional tuning. And why we do that is because science has shown that repeatedly that the tuning of 432 hertz has a very calming and soothing effect to the body in comparison to a traditional tuning, which is normally 440 hertz. If you want to get really nerdy with me, reach out to me. Happy to do that. That's what I do. I'm actually working on my PhD in this. So these bowls, first of all, they're all tuned a little bit lower to a frequency that helps us feel more grounded into our bodies. But they also add this splash of color. And this additional color lets us add deeper dimension into our time together. So those are the bowls. They say hello. Speaking of, one of the reasons that we like to spend our little bit of time in the beginning of saying hello is that the bowls are actually tuning to all of us. Because they're made out of 99.999% pure quartz crystal, the bowls very much utilize what's called the piezoelectric effect. And that means anytime that a piece of quartz or a piezoelectric crystal is either receives pressure or continual friction, it generates actual voltage that's measurable. And we've measured high levels of voltage coming off of these bowls. It's pretty tremendous. And then when you combine the bowls and when they get really harmonizing and singing, the energy that's moving in between the space is quite intense. And why that matters is that, well, the bowls are producing electricity and you're an electric being. Your biofield is filled with electrical currents and signals. So there's an interplay that happens when we listen. Your body is also made up of so many microcrystals throughout your entire system. You can think of, we actually do, some of the ancients said that we have a crystalline body. Now, this crystalline body is actually one of the things that we're researching in the lab as to, can we actually begin to measure the effects of crystal singing bowls on the crystal body? So, we like to get nerdy with science and with quantum here. So, if you like science, if you like quantum, and if you like music, you're in the right place. And even if you don't, hang out with us, because we've got some really cool people here. You'll love them in the chat. TJ, thank you for the explanation. You have a better understanding. Awesome. Yay. Wonderful. Great hearts. Well, not sometimes, but always, whenever we understand, greater understanding leads to greater experiences. And that's what all of this is about today. It's going to be about the experience. Today, the world is sitting under a beautiful balanced moon floating through the sign of Libra. And Libra, as you know, is that sign of balance. It is the middle occurring sign in the zodiac, which means that there are equal number of signs before and after, meaning that Libra kind of takes on this balancing role. It's kind of the peacemaker. It's the, I see your perspective. I see your perspective. Let's get physical. Let's get metaphysical. I'm going to sit right in the middle and be very balanced in all of that. So we have this really lovely supportive energy today as we move into this awakening sort of practice. But before we get started, I found this beautiful Rumi poem I'd love to share with you. And it's been translated. It's in a wonderful book. You can get it on Amazon. It's called The Spiritual Poems of Rumi. I know so many of you love to have these reference guides, so I just wanted to share that with you. And it's translated by Nader Khalili, so it's easier to find. And it's also a really pretty cover. So the title of this particular poem is Whatever Happens. Whatever happens to the world around, show me your purpose. Show me your source. Even if the world is godless and in chaos, show me your anchor. Show me your love. If there is hunger, if there is famine, show me your harvest. Show me your resource. If life is bitter, everywhere snakes, everywhere poison, show me your garden. Show me your meadow. If the sun and the moon fall, if Darkness rules the world. Show me your light. Show me your flame. If I have no mouth or tongue to utter words of your secrets, show me your fountain. I'll keep silence. How can I express your life when mine is still untold? Take a deep breath in and hold that breath in. Just allow your heart to relax and just gently exhale. I invite you now to find a comfortable position, either seated or if you'd like to lay down. There's no right or wrong way to experience this time together, this practice. This is all about you. And right now, some of you are preparing to awaken for a beautiful day. Some of you are preparing to fall asleep, to awaken to a different new day. What is it that you'll experience tonight in this place that we call the dream state? I asked Jeremy, my husband, this morning, I said, I wonder what life, what perspective, what dimension it is that understands this reality to be but a dream. So no matter where we are in this spectrum, the important thing is that we are awake. No matter what's going on around us, no matter how chaotic the world is, what is our truth? What can we show? Where is that flame, that passion, that fire, that life that exists beyond the quote reality of the world in which we find ourselves in any given moment? Today we're going to take a journey inward to find this dawn, this inner dawn with a sunrise meditation. So just take a few deep breaths as you settle into your space. If you have a grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, I invite you to think, imagine, or feel a golden cord of light that originates at the base of your spine. You may see that or experience that in your first chakra, that first energy center, the Muladhara chakra. Seeing this golden cord of light, it may be a single solid cord, a fountain of intense light. It may be a braided interpretation, whatever that is for you. See it descending out of that first energy center, through your spine, through the seat that you're sitting in, into the floor, down deep into the earth, the ground below you. Nestling, rooting into a place of complete grounded alignment. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, and as you exhale through your mouth, with a long exhalation, see if you can feel even more stability in this connection. You may begin to feel energy shifting. You may feel sensations in your body moving, allowing you to more deeply penetrate into that ground, that earth below you. And as you do, just setting the gentle thought, the effortless intention, any and everything that you're ready to let go of, just dissolves. It washes away, moving down this golden cord of light. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart to relax. And exhale. Imagine yourself waking up on a beautiful summer morning. Perhaps this world to you is as real as your body is. Perhaps it's the normal, everyday world. Perhaps this is a dreamlike state. Wherever you find yourself awakening, choose now. As you gently inhale through your nose, you can sense the air is crisp and clean. It carries a sweet, sweet smell. The fragrance of blossoming flowers. What do you smell? Is it jasmine? Gardenia? Rose? Feels the soft sunlight beginning to filter through the leaves of towering trees overhead. As you look down, you can see that light dappling the ground around you. Together, we stand at the edge of a lush, beautiful, fragrant forest. Sunlight painting golden streaks across the path ahead. Take a moment to stretch, to feel into that body. You can feel the cool grass beneath your bare feet. The sturdiness of the ground below you. You can hear the rustling of the leaves as a warm breeze begins to blow through those trees. Now, begin to walk forward on your path. Notice the vibrant wildflowers that align your way, almost as little beacon and guideposts, moving you forward. What colors do these flowers appear to you? Perhaps you see golds, red, blues, pink, yellow, calming purple. Just take another gentle inhalation, holding that breath in. As you do, you can almost smell the sweetness of the fragrance. This gentle perfume begins to fill the air. Continue to walk forward in your mind's eye. You see yourself moving towards something. You begin to sense the soft earth beneath your bare feet. Each step grounds you into this present moment. look up. There's a vast canopy of trees above. Sunlight begins to filter through the leaves, casting an intricate pattern of light and shadow on the forest's floor. Witness the variety of trees. Some are tall, others are short. And these tall, towering trees offer a sense of strength, almost as though they're expanding their arms, providing shade, shelter, comfort to all those who pass below. Other trees are looking up to these larger fellows. These smaller trees remind us of our own potential. All of those beautiful possibilities still laying hidden, maybe even asleep inside of us, inspiring us to continue to root down and grow and expand. Listen to the sounds and the words of the trees around you. Turn your attention now to this quiet symphony of bird songs that are filling the air. Listen to the various varieties of birds. Having conversations. These conversations seem to overlap. Yet they're always joyous, sharing, showing love, showing this anchor of who they are. These birds know exactly what they are tasked to do in this lifetime. What songbirds do you hear? What are their melodies communicating to you today? Just allowing these simple, subtle messages to float into your awareness. Turning your attention now back to your path, and as you continue along, you begin to hear the sound of trickling water. It grows more and more pronounced, and suddenly you stumble across a crystal clear brook. The morning sunlight dancing on its watery surface, it seems to shimmer, shake, dance. The sound of the ripples cascading over the smooth stones reminds of a gentle symphony, washing away any lingering distractions, any thoughts, any feelings that maybe no longer serve. It's amazing what we learn about ourselves and nature. What's come to you already on this walk? This nature walk through your mind. Whatever has come up, if there's something you'd like to hold on to, allow that to stay. If there are other things that you're ready to release that don't serve, allow this gentle brook to gently wash those frequencies away. Some of you may feel very comfortable walking into this gently moving brook, allowing the water to trickle over your toes, to move in such a way that feels good, cooling those warm feet. Some of you may prefer to nestle yourself down on the bank, taking a comfortable seat, perhaps on a moss-covered rock, feeling the cool dampness of Mother Earth beneath you. Finding constancy in this ebb and flow of the water as it trickles by. Bend forward and just dip your fingertips into this cool water, or allowing it to refresh all of your senses. Closely to the sounds of the brook, the gurgling water, the chirping of unseen cicadas, even the melodious croaking of a frog in the distance, singing as if to celebrate this beautiful dawn and this refreshing source of water. As you're sitting here on the side of this beautiful bank, taking in all of this splendor that only happens when dawn breaks, in your mind's eye, just gently close your eyes so both eyes are closed. And just focus on your breath. Turning all the attention to the breath, feeling the rise and the fall of your chest, feeling the inhalation of the air through the nose, sensing its temperature, finding stability with this inhale and the rhythmic release of the exhale. What feels Your body needs different things, even throughout different times of the same day. Witness that, honor it, and allow. As you continue to focus on your breath, let go of any thoughts, cares, worries, concerns, images that distract you from this perfect moment. Just allow them to drift away. They're but distractions of the mind. They're simple clouds drifting across your perfectly pristine blue sky. Let them go. They do not define you. Instead, turn your awareness back to that feeling of peace, that understanding of tranquility in which you find yourself. It surrounds you at all times. Soaking in this wonderful summer sun. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Your body's temperature begins to raise. It's subtle at first, but then you notice a sense of warmth. It's beginning to pulse through your entire system. First it starts perhaps in your shoulders, just subtly, gently, easily moving down your arms. Bringing your attention now into the place of your palms. Can you feel your heartbeat in your palms? Bringing your attention to both palms, sensing the gentle beating, that natural rhythm of your heart. Feel that now in your palms. Your attention now moving from your palms, either in your mind's eye, bring that same energy from the palms into your heart, or perhaps it would feel good to place both palms over your heart. Witness that same pulsation, that same warmth, moving now towards the point of your heart. Sensing the beating. Perhaps you hear it. Perhaps you feel the beating of your heart. Experience your heart perfectly beating. Within you all the time. Those beautiful birds, all of their bird songs, the babbling brook, the towering trees overhead, grounding you in strength and stability. These elements are here for you all the time. They exist within you. Anytime you need to be uplifted, cleansed, strengthened, you have these frequencies at your disposal all the time. Remember that. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in an allowance for you to fully connect to this place of pure summer dawn potential. Any and every time that you need, breathing that permission in. And as you exhale, finding the structure that's already within yourself to define what it is that best serves you in this moment and every moment. This place of peace, of beauty is always available to you, always. You can access, you can feel, you can listen, you can live. Fully embrace this feeling of peace, of calmness, of rejuvenation, of perfect balance. It is a very good feeling. Deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart to relax, and then gently exhale. Let's bring your attention now to the base of your spine. That first energy center, the Muladhara Chakra. Floating in this beautiful space of tranquility and peace, of pure potentiality, of this inner strength. This energy center connects us deeply into the reality around us, the true reality around us. Begin to interweave the vibrations of flexibility, transformation, coherence, and stability affirmation, coherence, stability. Taking a deep breath in, holding the breath in, relaxing the heart. And as you exhale, draw your attention now up behind your navel to that second energy center. This watery place of creativity within ourselves. Beginning to stitch in this lovely idea of purity, of pure waters that nourish. This idea of charm and of merging, feeling yourself almost getting lost in this inner watery world. It's so charming. You just want to completely merge with it. It pulls you towards it and you follow. Purity, nourishment, charm, and merging. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart. And as you exhale, bring your attention now into the area of your solar plexus. This third energy center. Place of fire. How do you balance your fires today? Fires, when in balance, provide warmth, stability, inspiration, forward movement, new birth. But they can also have a destructive quality if left untended. How can you thoughtfully balance your fires today? Begin by interweaving the ideas of desire, will, intention, and destiny. Desire, will, intention, destiny. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart to relax. And as you gently exhale, bring your attention now to the place of your heart, that fourth energy center. Here is a place of perfect balance. The Anahata chakra actually translates to the unstruck sound. A still, gentle place that we can ignite, that we can magnify, that moves equally as powerfully whether we're moving towards the physical or towards the subtle. It's this place of absolute balance between our upper subtle chakras and our lower physical chakras. Beginning to integrate the ideas of peace, harmony, laughter, and love. Peace, harmony, laughter, and love. this fifth energy center. Connecting us with the element of the ether, a most mysterious element indeed. Finding the balance between what we need to speak and what needn't be said. The balance between our ability to fully manifest our truth into this world and the ability to know when it's necessary and better to remain silent. This Vishuddha chakra connects us with the idea of expression. But perfect and balanced expression. What's to the highest good for all? Interweaving in the ideas of creativity, affluence, abundance, discernment, creativity, affluence, abundance, and discernment. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart to relax. Gently exhale. Moving your attention now into the third eye, the center part of your brain, your forehead. You'll notice it here. This place of deep-seated intuition. It's that still small voice where you know that you know that you know that you know. This place of insight and intuition, seated in the Ajna chakra, connecting with the ideas of integration, truth, unboundedness, knowingness. Rebalancing this energy center, integrating the ideas of integration, truth, unboundedness, knowingness. Taking a deep breath in, feeling the heart relax, gently exhaling, and now bringing your attention to the top of your head, the crown. The seventh energy center, this place of stillness, of perfect connection to all. The Sahasrara chakra connects us into this point of perfect consciousness, the crown of humanity. Infusing the ideas of infinity, immortality, holiness, and enlightenment. Infinity, immortality, holiness, and enlightenment. Feeling the lightness in this area, emanating out like a beautiful summer sun, radiating into even the darkest crevices of your own being and the world around you. You are pure light. The only thing that disconnects you from your light is your misperception of yourself. Something we all do. Perceive your light. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling the heart relax. And as you gently exhale, shift your attention just subtly outside of your body. This chakra that sits right above our head, there's a beautiful energy center there. No words, just vibration. Taking a deep breath in, holding the breath in, relaxing the heart, gently bringing your attention back into your body. Where does it land for you? Perhaps some of us, we land back in our heads. Perhaps some land in our heart. Perhaps some land in our bellies. Find your space. Coming back more fully into your body now. You might want to begin to stretch. Moving your body around, wiggling your fingers, your toes, and your nose. What does your body need right now to feel supported? Well done. Welcome back, everyone. How are you doing? How did that feel today? Feels like some of you may want to rub your palms together, start to generate a little more energy back into your space. For our friends in Australia and beyond, Geraldine, etc., if you'd like to just float off to sleep. Good night, my friends. Otherwise, good morning and welcome back. Rubbing the palms together here is a beautiful way to re-energize our system and our space. You're actually rebuilding electricity. And then you can deposit that anywhere you want to in the body. I'm moving it around because I've just generated a lot of electricity in my hand, so I'm actually releasing electricity. But for you, I might suggest you rub your palms together, put them over your eyes, breathing in that energy. You could put them over your heart, breathing in that beautiful energy that you've just generated, your own energy. You're just recycling back into yourself, cleansing, renewing, repurposing your own perfect life force. You could also put it over maybe a point on your body where there's a little sore, a little tension. If there was something perhaps of being seated, if you were seated in a way that was not as totally optimal, which you might not have even realized it in the moment. If you need to bring yourself back in, whatever you need to do, just do it. It was so good to be with you today. I would love to hear how that was for you. This was a really interesting day. I'm not going to lie. The bowls are, they spoke in a very interesting way. I'd love to hear your experience. If you'd like to drop that in the chat, please do. We'll go through that in a moment. And while you're doing that, let me reflect back what the bowls were really tapping into, this idea of this Libran idea of balance. There was a lot of times that we were actually moving equally counterclockwise and clockwise, if you notice with the rimming of the bowls. And why that's important is that when we look at the physics of sound, if we build what's called an energy key, which just means the direction in which energy flows, it's kind of like a map. So this key, this map of energy, whenever we map energy and in this physical plane, when we're moving in a clockwise direction, that generally means that the energy is moving towards density, towards the physical. We're energizing our body. We're feeling it in our body more. When the energy moves counterclockwise, we're actually moving towards the subtle, towards the unseen realm. We're moving away from the physical plane. It's often good. This is a great time whenever you're in a meditative state. You obviously want to be moving more into the subtle place. But when you're energizing and moving your body through life, through this world, you want to be moving you want to have energies that correspond and help support you as you move into density, into matter. Human experience, right? So there is an equal balancing happening more often than not of both directions being visited. And that is not always the case. Frequently it's not, in fact, actually. Maybe one other time I actually, and all the times we've been doing this, I recall the bowls actually being as desirous of that balance of like, no, okay, switch and switch and switch. So that was a very interesting experience up here. So I'd love to hear how that manifested for you. So Violet, beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that was good for you. Hi, Anika, sorry. Anika, sorry. Small text. Amazing as always. Oh, good. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. And I like your fire emoji. That's really cool. Jennifer, it was beautiful. It was your first time. Well, welcome. Well, as we like to say, expect the unexpected. I was supposed to say there's many things we like to say, but truly every time is so unique. And it's a function of what's going on in the world around us, what's happening in the sky. The bowls are we're all affected by that particular energy, the energy that you show up with, and the energy that the bowls are desirous of, whatever thematically that we're working towards. So I hope it was good for you, Jennifer. I'm so glad you were here. We'll look forward to seeing you again. In fact, we will be back next week. We had a little bit of a date change. I'll go ahead and tell you about this now. We will be back next Thursday. It's July 18th at 9 a.m. And we are going to be preparing ourselves for the forthcoming full moon. It's the second full moon in Capricorn. We had the first full moon in Capricorn that we were able to connect with, commune with, and listen to in June, and there's going to be another one happening here July, that following weekend. But we're going to get ready for it. We're going to prepare ourselves and make a really effective full moon, taking us to new heights. So join us next Thursday morning, July 18th. That's 9 a.m. Eastern time, and whatever time it is for you in the world, wherever you are. Thank goodness Insight Timer always connects us at the right time. Carrie, thank you for the beautiful trip from our root to our crown. Good. Yes, absolutely. Well, that was your beautiful trip. It was an honor to join you. Sandy, fabulous. Energizing. Good. Relaxing. Good. Nurturing. Good. Grounding. Joyful and peaceful. Perfect. I love that. Thank you for sharing. So beautiful. It's amazing too not only how every session is different, but how each of the same sessions can affect people so differently and so uniquely. If you ever want to rewatch this session again, as soon as we are off the air here on Insight Timer, the video disappears, poofs, never seen again. However, Jeremy, my brilliant husband, has conducted a way in which it now will live in perpetuity on YouTube. So if you'd ever like to access it again, feel free, you can do that on our YouTube channel. So if there's something in it that was especially peaceful or grounding or nurturing to you, or whatever that was, you can always do that. So that's wonderful. Jennifer, you said, that was amazing. Woohoo. Thank you. I love all your emojis. Amazing. And thank you so much for your generous donation. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. That's very, very kind. Carrie, you said the bowls had their own voice today. Yes, they did. Well said. 100%. So for our first time friends like Jennifer, this is one of the anomalies about these particular bowls. Because they're quartz, because they're pure quartz, they're very receptive to any energy. As we know, quartz magnifies. It's the energy of, and the imprinting energy of magnification. That's the crystallized form of a strengthening, projecting energy. That's what quartz is. And which is why certain care has to be taken. You'll notice, I did this actually before we started, but a lot of times we'll actually come through and we'll retune the bowls. We'll go through and I do different things that will help the bowls reset because of the energy that can be sustained in quartz. Fortunately, because there's a lot of energy moving through, it has a different protocol that we were able to use, but it is obviously very important. And so every day is going to be a little bit different. So Carrie, I love the fact that you said, yep, they definitely had their own voice today. You are right. It was beautiful. We really enjoyed it, guys. Everybody needs affirmation. Monique, thank you so much for your super generous donation. Monique, thank you. Thank you. That's very kind. I wish many blessings to you as well. Amy, thank you so much. Amy, oh, I love your donation. And I was going to say, I love your beautiful icon with the purple and the moon. That's so pretty. The donation is wonderful, and you are beautiful as well. My mind got ahead of my mouth there. Or my mouth got ahead of my mind. One of the two. I'm not sure. I think I need a nap. Arlie, so glad you were here. Thank you for being here. Allison, you said it seemed like the bowls were speaking from beyond. Interesting. Oh, I love that. Yeah. They really definitely did have a unique way about them today. That's so special. Thanks, Allison, for saying that. Linda, it was magical. It was your second time. Yay! Well, we hope to see you on your third time as well. You're most welcome. And thank you for being here, Linda. Thanks for contributing to this energy and vibration. Cherry Berry, fabulous as usual. You're so cute. I love you. You just needed this so much. You had a terrible night. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But now you feel calm, relaxed, grounded. Thank you, beautiful soul. It's our pleasure. We love you all very, very much. And these things happen, right? It's called life. The ups and the downs. It's finding the balance and the equilibrium between the two. So that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, my friend. Lori, you said beautiful, relaxing, and grounding. Good. You also are feeling more connected. That's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be with you. Aaron, boy, did that need that balance energy. You and me both. I think we all did. I think we really benefit. Thank goodness we have that energy that will sometimes flow through our space of pure balance. Because, yeah, let's just face it, we do. I appreciate you sharing that. Love it. Annika, definitely grounding and opening. Cool. Good. Good. Yeah. Amazing. Inga, you love the sound bowls, but sometimes it gets a bit too loud, you notice, especially when spinning the same bowl longer, although my volume isn't high. So Inga, a lot of times, thank you for sharing that. A lot of times what will happen is that there are certain frequencies that really serve us in specific moments. And there's other frequencies that we don't need sometimes. If that happens again, feel free just to gently turn it down. These frequencies are coming through, and they're coming through more so for the collective rather than for an individual. When we do individual sessions, it is a very different experience. It's very focused towards whomever the bowls are focusing on, and they can be extremely intense because of that. Not necessarily intense in volume, but intense in the frequency and the vibration and the actual electricity, the voltage that we measure coming off of the bowls. So I appreciate you sharing that. And for all of our friends, if there's ever a time that it begins to feel a little much, you know you have complete permission. This is your journey. Just to step back, to allow what frequencies in are good for you, and know that, you know what, wow, somebody else needs this right now. And that's what's for them. Just let it be. Sometimes you'll be the one who'll be like, oh, can I turn it up? I need a little more. That's all part and parcel. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Linda, what is your YouTube channel? If you just look up Charleene or Charleene Closshey, you will find it. I think it's youtube.com/Charleene Closshey. A little tricky to spell, but you can also look up Charleene and singing bowls, and that will definitely help you find it. Kristen, thank you so much for your beautiful donation, my friend. Thank you. May you be blessed tenfold. Thank you so much. Violet, you said the sound is so beautiful and calming. Good. I'm so glad that's good for you. It's amazing. We all have different and unique experiences, right? I love that. Oh, Jeremy, thank you so much for putting that in. Oh, look, see, Jeremy knows. For all of our first-time friends, the person I'm referring to as Jeremy is my husband. He's also the one responsible for making all of this look and sound so amazing. So that's many kudos to my brilliant husband, Jeremy, who we all know and love. He's giving thumbs up and hearts and really sweet dude. So Inga, you said, yes, absolutely beautiful sound, but occasionally too intense. Yep. Some days that's what happens. Honor what you need in every moment, and it'll be different for all of us. I love that. Greg Phillips. I'll go back. Yeah. You measure the voltage from the bowls. How fascinating. Yeah. So it's been a little bit of a tricky science to fully do, because in order to use the voltage readers that we use, we actually have to just gently tap the bowls, which actually then begins to diminish the amount of voltage that's coming off, because it's counteracting against the wire. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But because what we're still reading, I mean, we're still reading some of these bowls when they get going above 50 volts. I mean, and it's not a loud sound. It's just a present sound, but you can feel the vibration coming off of it. It's really tremendous. So some of you know I'm actually working on, as I had mentioned before, I'm working on my doctorate in natural medicine, and we're studying the effects of frequencies. We finished our first set of pilot studies looking at the effects of crystal singing bowls on sleep, on stress, and on brain waves. We've partnered with Garmin. So I'm always wearing my Garmin, and the company Labfront. They do data collection and analysis. They work with everybody from Harvard and Stanford to NASA. So we've been working with them for this data collection, and also a wonderful company out of Singapore called Emotive. And we have a portable EEG device. It's a 14-channel device. A lot of times the portable EEG devices that have been used in scientific studies thus far have been a 5-channel device. So for us to move into the 14-channel, it's really informative, fantastic information that's coming out of it. We're actually in the data analysis right now with with those studies, so it's very exciting. And one of the reasons you haven't seen us much this summer is we've been presenting at various conferences, and it's a truly fascinating field. You know, here on Insight Timer, when we're doing the meditation, we like to really gear it towards the woo, because it feels good, right? But the science behind it too is so impactful and so powerful. When we have all that new and exciting, never before published, because nobody's actually studied or published crystal singing bowls. They'll study Tibetan bowls, and they may study music, but it's not specific types of music or the broken down elements of music. We'll share all of that with you. I think it could be a fun time together, so we can totally nerd out. I would definitely have my glasses on. So anyway, yeah, so Greg, sorry, I love this kind of stuff. Violet, oh, I love your smiley face. Yeah, Annika, shout out to Jeremy. Fist pumps, babe. Carrie, thank you, Jeremy. Whoop, whoop, Jeremy, Inga, love it. Violet, you love the data? Yeah, I know. Greg, so very cool. Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks, friend. Yeah, Terry, very amazing. Yeah, you love frequency therapy. It is. It's very powerful. I mean, everything in the universe is vibrating. Sorry, I learned an interesting quantum fact the other day that so if one person is looking at, we can both be looking at a solid object. So you and I can actually be looking at this bowl. So my perspective of this bowl and your perspective, or even Jeremy, we'll just use Jeremy because we're in the exact same room. So Jeremy's perspective of this bowl and my perspective of the bowl actually has a measurable difference of the center of gravity of the bowl. So the center of the gravity of the bowl is actually, it moves based on our perspective by 10 to the 17th centimeters, actually, or negative 10 to the 17th centimeters is how much of a shift there is between this single object's center of gravity, which basically means that this object is moving or is in a different spatial relationship to me than it is to Jeremy or you. That's a whole other amazing rabbit hole to go down. But it talks about how that just affirms everything literally is vibrating at the molecular level. And so are we choosing to see the universe through an upward causation understanding of that, well, everything is moving at a molecular level, and then this affects things at a slightly larger molecular level, and then affects our atoms and our proteins and the building blocks of our body, and then our body is moving through the space, and our body is what is affecting the space around us? Or do we choose to understand the world from a truly quantum perspective of a downward causation model, in that the subtle is what begins to affect the gross? Again, so much we could chat about. I think we should. Lori, sounds super interesting and a great asset. Indeed, indeed. Annika, you said you love when people drop knowledge and are so passionate about it. That in itself creates a magnificent energy. Well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. It's something I am very passionate about. We always joke, my downtime is quantum physics. Violet, you agree? You go, you love the knowledge, love it. Yes. Well, you know what, guys? We love you too. We feel so blessed to be here with you, both on Insight Timer and all of our YouTube friends, which I have totally neglected right now. I'm so sorry. Kat, good morning. Thank you for being here. Mary T. from Buffalo, New York. I'm so glad you're here. Hope, my friend, nice to see you. Kat, you said your Venus is in Scorpio and you're a Libra, Scorpio, cusp Scorpio. Wow, that's a lot of Scorpios. Wow, I love it. So you really like this balance in the moon. It was a beautiful surprise to partake in this morning upon rising. Oh, we're so glad you were here. Thank you so much, Kat. I appreciate it. Kylie Ann, oh, hearts and gratitude to you as well. Annika is a Dutch name. Yes, indeed. Yes, it is. She is. Annika is on the Insight Timer platform. Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, guys, it's so good to be here with all of you. We love you. You know, I can't wait to be back with you next week, next Thursday, July 18th at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you then. Be sure to mark your notification. You get your notification both on Insight Timer as well as on YouTube. On YouTube, you just hit that little ding ding notification bell. On Insight Timer, if you go through, you can set an alert. You'll make sure you never miss any of our live streams. They don't happen all of that often, but when they do, we're so excited to be able to share this time and space with you. And I want you to know how very loved you are. And remember that poem that we started with at the beginning. The very beginning of the poem, whatever happens to the world around, show me your purpose. Show me your source. So today, how are you going to show your purpose? How are you going to show your source? It doesn't matter how balanced or unbalanced life seems to be in any given moment. You are always perfectly balanced and centered. You always have that capacity, that capability. So I invite all of us to choose that as much as we can in any moment. It's part of the experience. Until we meet again, know how very loved you are. I can't wait to see you. Be well. Have a beautiful and balanced, sunshiny day. Sat Nam.